Hey man, like open up your door and let me in. If not by the hair, your chinny chin chin. I don't want yours, I want my share to begin. My share of cotton gin, my share of cotton niggas' skin is up in. It's enough for everybody. I'm not here for the take. I know I'm rambunctious, but you made a mistake. I'm trying to get in close proximity to the equate. On my estate, where my waterfall mist evaporates until it get too late to, well, you know the story. I could go on with it like this, but it would be boring. The truth is I'm cursed.
My green with crystals like Folgers, picking up momentum, rolling like boulders. They call me ice, but I'm really much colder. My rhymes is heavy like the weight on my shoulders. I'm spitting that red hot smoldering lava. I fight to the end like the Navajo. Crack a bottle though, make it the goose with cranberry and triple sec. Triple my check, I feel the ripple effect of a fool on the loose. I hit you from every angle, from obtuse to right. Street shit like JJ, I'm dynamite. Slide me some dough, I show you an execution in the flesh, and promise not to leave nothing left. If you bomb it, I keep stabbing, shooting, damaging, looting, till it ain't no disputing who the greatest is. Da 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 da. What's up, party people? Yeah. Just hit me. What's up, man? Thanks, everybody, for joining me today on Mike Robertson Boulevard. Damn, we already damn near the end of May already, man. It is crazy how fast stuff is going, bro. Woo. All right, man, we got some good, exciting stuff for you guys here tonight. Again, welcome everybody that's joined in, tuned in, that's going to listen in too. Let me just give you guys a little hand clap right there. Yeah. Got Mr. Mellroz Uncutt, one of the most interesting comics in the whole world, joining the show tonight. I can't wait, man. I miss my man Mellroz, man. We did a lot of shows together, and we got this joint cracking tonight. All right. So we got Mellroz joining. We're going to talk about some stuff that's happening out here, some crazy stuff. We got little things going down with the comedians. We've got some crazy stuff happening with the NBA. CDC has changed the rules. We got all kind of stuff, man. So I've missed you guys for a couple weeks because, man, it's like, I've been, picking up the slack, doing a show from the crib, doing all these different lives and all this stuff, and didn't really pay attention to the fact that I had ate up my whole hard drive, man. So I couldn't even download anything new until I got another hard drive to offload it onto, man. So I did that, and it just took me a little bit these last couple of weeks, man, to get my stuff together. Last time you saw me, I had Mr. Mukasa Ricks, one of the most influential still living black freedom fighters we have in this country, man. Due to knowledge, check in on my guy.
Serious business right there. Go back and listen to that episode. What else? So I had Mr. Ricks, and that shit really affected me, man, because it really put me in my rebel spirit, man, that I had been kind of, not really, what would I say, like relishing in. Is that a word? Nonetheless, anyway, so that was great, man. Please, I want y'all to listen to that. Hit the like button, hit the follow, subscribe to my YouTube, hit share, do whatever you like. But I'm glad I got you and glad you are here. Let's see, man. I played some golf today, man. Shouts out to Sharon Reeves. Called me up and said, hey, man, let's get some golf in, man. And, I have played really only one time in my life before. Got down at Jesse Owens golf course. And it was cool, man. Like, I really enjoyed it. And I never went back, man. I really didn't. I really didn't have a reason. I just never went back. But I enjoyed it today, man. We had fun. I think the first time on Jesse Owens, we didn't have carts, so I was carrying that bag around and wore me out. But today, I threw in the extra $9 for the cart. That's all it hit for. I was like, wait, 9? Did you say 9? I said 9. Shit, like I'm walking for $9 around this month. So I got my golf in Long Beach today. Rushed back. I knew I had to put my stuff together for the show tonight, but still I had time because, again, what? I got Mellroz Uncutt joining. All right. So I want to say shouts out to all my people. I ain't said shouts out to POTUS in a minute, which I hope POTUS is doing cool. Sheena. All my peoples. Dewan Brown. Mellroz Uncutt, who's joining us. Al Toomer, all my regulars. For real, man. Like all you guys, man. So anyways, let's get to this stuff, man. Now, I was out today on the golf course, and I was masked off. When I walked in to make my little payment, you had to have the mask on for a minute. But after that, man, I was masked off. And the CDC came up with some new guidelines. Let's take a look at this, man. It's pretty simple, actually. CDC says, what are the new CDC COVID guidelines? Fully vaccinated people can resume activities without wearing a mask or physically distancing. Damn, I don't even have to get away from nobody. Damn, that's a trip. Except where required by federal, state, local, tribal, or territorial laws, rules, and regulations, including local businesses and workplace guidance. Damn, that's damn near everywhere. So you said I'm free, but except for all these places where you're not free, and these are all the places we get to go. That was kind of weird. So they just saying like, it's in our opinion, okay? If you're going to ask us, if you want to know how we feel about it, we say, hey, man, if you got the vaccine, you good, man. Go on out, man. Hang with your peoples, man. Go to your dear old grandmammy's house, man, and have a good old jolly old time, man. Go to the club. Go to the gym. Go anywhere you used to go and smile brightly because you are vaccinated. If you ain't vaccinated, they didn't really say what's going to happen to them. I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen to who or what or anything. But when I saw them say this, since they were the ones saying we should be masked up, I said, oh, okay. Sounds like good news to me, especially since I did that damn thing. All right, CDC. I love it, man. I love it. Really, let's do this. So anyway, CDC got the world open again, so people get back to your life, man. Get out there, man. Go somewhere special, man. Do something you love, man. Get out the house. Get off your couch. Your couch. I told y'all this before. Your couch is not your friend. There's nothing about your couch that's your friend. You can't even live your life that way. It's not your friend. But you got that, Chipotle? Okay. So what are we talking about today? One thing I wanted to celebrate. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. It must be magic. It must be. I can't sing. You guys already know this. Teena Marie's album, It Must Be Magic. 40-year anniversary, man. Damn, she put in some work, didn't she? Damn. She put in a lot of work, man. Teena Marie, man, is really one of my favorite singers. Really ever. I don't want to put the ever on it, but damn, almost, man. Teena Marie is there, bro. Who is doper than Teena Marie? You're only going to name a few. I don't know who you're going to name, but you ain't finna name a lot of people. Teena Marie is a white girl who sings black music. She grew up around black people, hung with black people, grew up in the Watts area, and I learned something very recently on Kev Mac videos that Teena Marie used to be down with the show Line Crips in Venice, California. They literally said she was down. She claimed. That's where she got all that soul from, messing with them show lines, you know? Then she moved to Watts. I think she met Rick James in Watts, but just more flavor, bro. So when you think about Teena Marie, man, I just say of more people of melanatedly challenged, she put in the groundwork to deserve that spot she got. So I'll say rest in peace, Teena Marie. I would play a little song, but I wouldn't want my video to get like canceled or taken down or anything like that behind the music. But y'all know Teena Marie, do your homework. My favorite song, in case you need to know, Portuguese Love, Casanova, Portuguese Love, Casanova Brown, and Out on a Limb. Those are the ones. And she got dance cuts too. And got Fire and Desire with Rick James, which is really one of the best all-time duets. I mean, serious business, man, with Teena Marie. Rest in peace, Queen. You got that. Let's see, what's next, man? Y'all hear all that background noise, man? That's because I am really on the boulevard, if you didn't know. Dang, helicopters, ghetto birds flying over. What's next, man? Next one is pretty funny. This is pretty funny, man. There's some beef going down with Kwame Brown and Stephen A. Smith. Kwame Brown, y'all know him. He played basketball. He made it to the Lakers. Michael Jordan picked him for his Bobcats. People say his career really flopped. But Kwame Brown, man, you know, he did all right every now and then, you know. He did all right. Well, he's still out there, and he sure got a mouth on him, and he ain't taking no shorts from Stephen A. Smith, man. Everybody be at it with Stephen A. Smith, man. When is he going to learn? Why you be messing with people so much, bro? I don't even know. Stephen A. Smith is feeling the blues. Let's listen to Kwame Brown. Let's see what he got to say.
Your only talent is knowing a bunch of big words and talking disrespectful to children, to teenagers. I was so happy when Kevin Durant mama, shout out to Kevin Durant mama, when she wanted to, it looked like she wanted to whoop your ass like my mama would have whooped your motherfucking ass.
He said Kevin Durant mama.
I had to tell my mom, you ain't going up there, because my mama wasn't going to be as nice as her. But Kevin Durant mama looked like she wanted to slap your ass with her purse. You talking about these people mama's son, boy. Fuck wrong with y'all.
Kevin Durant's mama looked like she wanted to slap you with her purse, Stephen A. With the pocketbook. With a gang of pennies in it. He said, you messing with somebody mama's son. What'd he say? Let's go back.
Boy, fuck wrong with y'all. Y'all get on here and niggas work their whole life for some niggas with a bad tape. Kevin Durant mama looked like she wanted to slap your ass with her purse. You talking about these people mama's son, boy. Fuck wrong with y'all. Y'all get on here and niggas work their whole life for some niggas with a bad tape line and a bad attitude and a bunch of talking can sit there and label people something. You punk motherfucker. You used to play basketball, Stephen A? My motherfucking career was better than yours. You good at talking. Fuck wrong.
He
boy.
said a
Fuck
bad
wrong.
tape line, man. You listening to a dude with a bad tape line like that? A tape line, not a, what is it? A hairline, not his line, his tape line. Oh, damn. He put the full court press on him, man. He said, y'all listening to a dude like that?
Y'all get on here, niggas work their whole life for some niggas with a bad tape line and a bad attitude and a bunch of talking can sit there and label people something. You punk motherfucker. You used to play basketball, Stephen A? My motherfucking career was better than yours. You good at talking. The only thing you could beat me at is a spelling bee.
He said the only thing you can beat me at is a spelling bee, man. At least he know where he stand on the spelling part. Stephen A does do that, man. It's like he played the game. It would seem like he would have more understanding when people going through stuff on the court because he knows, but he be really like getting under these people's skin, man. And if they can't take it, man, probably messing up their game and stuff, man. Why don't you just shut up? And then it's these dudes that used to play that wish they could have played and did a little bit more with their thing. And then now they want to like scrutinize everybody. Let it ride, man. Like he said, man, his career was better than yours, Stephen A. Now you are on ESPN. You got a new career. You flipped it and flopped it. So that's respect on that. But still, when you're talking about basketball, you can't see Kwame. You can't see Kwame Brown on your own. Don't even try it, man. Don't even give it the possibility. Now, this next thing I want to talk about. Now, this is very touchy. Very, very, very touchy situations right here, man. For real. Let me make sure I'm not missing Mellroz Uncutt when he comes in here. Man. So, apparently, over the weekend, Leslie Jones, the comedian, was performing. It looks like it's an MTV award or something like that. And she says a joke that's incredibly close to the homegirl Precious's joke. Now, Precious has been on Mike Rob Boulevard, but she's doing her Thug Thizzle and got 2 or 3 shows going on, All Def Digital, everything like that, performing everywhere, their own special. She doing her Thug Thizzle. This lady, Leslie Jones, who's very known, she's on Saturday Night Live. I mean, like she's known all around the country, around the world. She's had some couple little key little movie roles, and she's been doing this since 1987 per her own words. So she's been out there. So the controversy is that she did a joke that's Precious's joke. 99.9999% of people agree that it's Precious's joke. And when you do somebody material, man, and you don't get paid for it, man, and it's their livelihood, man, they call you out. So let's take a look and see what the homegirl Precious put up. You be the judge.
Climbing and bike riding and surfing, unmatched. I don't care about your activities. What do your dick do?
Did she pay for that? Hello?
We got a lot of tattoos, bitch. She drive a real nice car. Who give a fuck what that dick do, nigga? That's what the fuck we really want to know. What that dick do? We gotta play all sweet and innocent and shit and go out with your man. I don't give a damn what you do. If you ain't putting it down, this shit ain't gonna.
Okay, so, I mean, that's pretty damn close. And when you think about Precious, she been doing this so long, she literally got the t-shirt on right there. WDDD. What that dick do? She got the t-shirt on. I mean, it's safe to say, like, she had it first. Now, Leslie did say she never met Precious. She doesn't know her. She hasn't seen her in any clubs. And said a few cats was writing for her, and maybe they wrote the joke. But when she called off the names, I just recognized, I think, one of the names. And if that's the name that I thought I recognized, homie would never write a joke like this for her because he knows Precious so well. So there's some weird stuff going on here. One thing I wanted to point out that's beyond the joke, okay? We're going to go beyond the joke. I want to go back to when Leslie delivers the joke and her body movement. You see that, how she bent over? You see that, how she's bent over? You see that, bent over? Let's watch it. And then let's watch how Precious does it. Same thing, bro. I mean, literally, the attack and everything is like the same.
Your activities. What do your dick do?
Did she pay for that?
Look at the bend over.
Hello?
Look.
Got a lot of tattoos, bitch. She drive a real nice car. Who give a fuck? What that dick do, nigga?
Look at the bend over. Look.
That's what the fuck we really want to know. What that
Man, body gestures and everything moved into that thing too the same way. It's kind of tricky. I mean, real talk, it's kind of tricky. Now, why is this important? Let's go back to King Mike Boogie Supreme microphone thing. Why is this important? The reason it's important is, again, it's like a comedian's whole persona, who they are, the work they put in, the nights of practice, the nights of crying, the nights of all the stuff, man, they put in to put this material out, and to see someone come out and do the joke. Now, before I get my full opinion on this, I just want to say this part too. The thing that makes it really unfair, if it truly was a full-time Jack move, is that she did this on a sort of a national type TV program. You know, I don't know if it's national, but hey, man, 1 million people could see that easily. So when someone else, such as Precious, may go get on tour or do her special or whatever, someone else could see that and hadn't seen it first from someone else and think that she's the biter. Think that she's stealing. Maybe not like the joke when she says it. Maybe not like her anymore. It's all types of stuff that goes down these days, and you got to fight hard for what you get. So I get why she was having a problem. Now, look, Leslie came with her video. She said she didn't know her. She said she didn't bite. She said, please call me. I want to call you. She said, sorry. She said all the things you're supposed to say if you really didn't mean no harm. And she said it. So, though I think she still at least was given that joke by someone else who saw Precious do the joke, at a minimum, that happened. But I don't know. I guess you could take the sorry, because some people do it and they don't even say sorry. And you look up on a movie screen and you see your jokes up there and you go, damn. That happened to me a lot of times back in the day, of course. I was putting forth a lot of material out there, a lot of segues, a lot of ways to enter, a lot of ways to do this and that and that and that. A lot of my techniques got jacked. I just thought it was the way it was. Anyway, peace to Precious. I think that I'm not mad at you for putting that out. Some people tried to say, like, why'd you put the tape out? You just could have called her and all that, man. Why you just could have done whatever you want to do? You see how that go. You know what I'm saying? For real, dope people. But the bend over, I'm like, the bend over move, that was like going the extra mile. Let's see here. Let me switch. Make sure I bring Mellroz Uncutt in here. This dude Mellroz is enterprising, man. I tell you, this brother is with it. Right, where's Mellroz? Boom. open up. Okay, he'll be joining in about like 3 minutes. So anyways, I'm so happy. I want to tell you guys about my, what I'm working on and everything while we wait for Mellroz. I'm so happy that the pandemic is ending because now I can start back on my mission I was on, hitting the stages. I see that the clubs are opening up one by one. The places I really want to go, like New York, Atlanta, DC, clubs opening. So, I'm about to start hitting the road. Got to get my stuff together. So when I do my special, my show is tight. So I guess I just announced it right there, huh? But I'm going to be doing a special at the end of this year. Going to put in some good practice. Get my stuff together so my game is tight. Like Chris Rock and them. When Chris Rock does a Chris Rock special, man, he literally goes around and performs it 200 times before you get to see it. 200 times. Dave Chappelle, all year. Whoever else you want to think of, man, they do these shows again and again and again and again and again and again until they go like, all right, man, this is perfected. We're going to tape this thing, man, and let's just do it. So, hey, that's what I'm on right now. I'm going to be doing my club circuit, hit a few theaters. In the meantime, working on some writing projects. Want to shoot a film this year. I shouldn't even use words like wanna. I should use words like gonna. Gonna shoot a film this year. At some point, I know the year's almost damn near zoomed on by me and stuff, but at a minimum, we shooting something this year. And I'm going to continue to throw these skits up there and all that good stuff. So shit, this is what it is, y'all. Make sure I'm, oh yeah, I am live. This is what it is. All right. Yeah. Let me get some shout outs, man. Let's see who is logged on here. We definitely gonna do that. Let's play a little beat while I do that. Let's see. Okay, man, we got Warner. We got Sean Reeves checking in. We got H.S. Bly. We got Victoria Robertson. We got Elijah Howard. All following. Who else? We got my girl Lorraine Jones, alias. Teena Marie was wonderful, right? She's one of a kind, man. Yeah. So anyways, all right, y'all, we're gonna do this, man. So I really appreciate you guys joining. Some of my subscriptions have been increasing, so everything is going according to plan, and we're just gonna keep on plugging away. Come on, Mellroz, where you at, man? So I will tap in right at 30. Dun 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 dun. Oh man, I got so many hot shows lined up for the summer. You guys know I've been enjoying doing these interviews with DJs. I literally have 5 more DJs lined up. Now let me just recap. I have done a show with DJ General Lee, DJ LA Kev, DJ Mike T, Alonzo, DJ Cell. I could say DJ J-Ro because J-Ro's a DJ. Montage 1. Man, I've just been having a lot of DJs on this show, man. And it's important because they are the one that keeps the party going. They keep the music in your soul, man. So I roll with them like that. So I got some other ones in the queue, like DJ Tony T. I got DeVoe coming. I have, I got some secrets too. I don't want to tell everybody, but I want to just bust it on you. You know what I mean? So let's see here. I don't know where Mellroz is, man. Come on, Mel. Where you at, boy? Boy. Yeah. Let me play a little song, man. Let me call Mellroz right quick. See what he doing. Oh, wait, is that him? Oh, no. Let's get this going.
I like my green with crystals like Folgers, picking up momentum, rolling like boulders. They call me ice, but I'm really much colder. My rhymes is heavy like the weight on my shoulders. I'm spitting that red hot smoldering lava. I fight to the end like the Navajo. Crack a bottle though, make it the goose with cranberry and triple sec. Triple my check, I feel the ripple effect of a fool on the loose. I hit you from every angle, from obtuse to right. Street shit like JJ, I'm dynamite. Slide me some dough, I show you an execution in the flesh. And promise not to leave nothing left. If you vomit, I keep stabbing, shooting, damaging, looting, till it ain't no disputing who the
Greatest is... Mellroz calling in 2 seconds. Yeah, so let's talk about Mellroz, man. Mellroz is, I'm always excited to have Mellroz on this show because he is truly one of the funniest dudes around. He runs Black Hollywood. He comes across so many people. It gives him a great perspective on a lot of things. And he's honest and he's truthful. And he's got a great story himself. So I love having Mellroz on here. And the thing is, if you notice all my earlier podcasts where we just all spazzing out, me, Mellroz, Dewan, whoever else, Al, Trey Love, all them, Mellroz, man, is on his toes, man. He these guys don't know what I'm going to ask them. They don't know what we're going to talk about. And I just throw it up, and Mellroz is always there to catch the lob. Like Mellroz, man. He's a guy that works hard, puts his visions out there, man, and makes them happen, man. You know, it's not just no great, beautiful idea, man. He really goes out and makes it happen. So it's always a privilege to have my man Mellroz on here, man. For real. And Mellroz got his own podcast studio in Black Hollywood, man. He need to get that cracking too. We're gonna talk about that when he joins. Don't see you, baby. Preview Mellroz. There we go. Mellroz Uncut. Mellroz Uncut. The most interesting comic in the world is coming to you right quick. Let's do it. Mr. Mellroz.
Yo.
What's up with you, partner?
Mike Boogie.
Look at you, man. What's up with you, bro?
Hey, man, I'm just chilling, brother. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, can you turn the phone sideways like the other way? Like the long way? There you go. Bingo. Yeah, make sure your grill isn't. There you go. Yeah. Oh, looks like you at Black Hollywood.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
I
see black walls and stuff back there, man. How you doing, Mel, man? Thanks for joining on this this May. What is it? Damn, it's getting damn near June almost, huh?
Yep, damn near my birthday. That's what it is.
Really? When's your birthday?
Yeah, Friday.
Oh, Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You just told me you. Yeah. And you got the ooh-wop for Saturday, right?
Yes, the birthday brunch, man. I'm really excited about it. Some of my nearest and dearest friends, the people that mean the most to me, I'm hoping that they be in attendance, man, so I can celebrate them on my birthday.
Oh, man, that's beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I got a lot to talk to you about, Mellroz, man. It's a lot happening, man, and I want to just dig in, man, so we could talk about the Mellroz story, too, you know?
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you were just listening, but I just talked about this situation that just went down with Leslie and Precious, where Leslie Jones Precious puts up the video showing where Leslie allegedly did her joke, which it looks like it was. I mean, everyone feels like it is. Leslie did apologize. Are you up on all this?
I did see the clip that Precious put up, and I haven't heard anything. I mean, that's all I saw. I didn't see anything that Leslie said in response to that, but I did see the clip that Precious put up for sure.
Mm. And are you of the same opinion, Mellroz, that, hey, man, we all know Precious' joke very well. It's kind of seemed like it would be real hard to stumble up on that. I don't know. What you think?
Shit, that was biting at his finest, man. Like, you know.
Call it what it is.
Hey, I mean, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's like if a nigga come out with a Bentley coupe the same way. It's like, nigga, I didn't know Bentley did this. Like, come on, bro. Like, everybody knows the Bentley. Everybody knows the Bentley.
Straight up bike. Like, like the Chrysler 300? That was a bike.
Yeah, like, come on. Yeah, like, come on, man.
Facts, Mellroz, facts. So, man, look, first I want to say congratulations, Mellroz, man. I want people to understand is how enterprising you are, man. Last year, beginning of 2020, you opened up the new Black Hollywood, leading right into a national pandemic, Mellroz.
Facts.
It's serious business, man. And you stand here today, right there in Black Hollywood, still open, still pushing. Man, what tell us about that, Mellroz? How you stay above water like that, man, and just keep it moving, man?
It was just one of those things, man. Close that door for me, P. P, close the door for me. Sorry about that. But yeah, man, it was just one of those things where you're forced, your back's against the wall, and then you ask yourself, like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna fold, or are you gonna stand up? So, for me, it was just a thing where I had to work, and like, it was against a lot of people's better judgment, but I wasn't in a position to where I could really afford to take all that time off and have shit like, you know, hovering over my head. So I just really, I boarded up my windows and I just fucking grinded it out. And I honestly didn't really close up at all. And I just kept kind of like a underground railroad operation going. And, you know, that's just what I did. And a lot of my barbers left. You know what I mean? They were doing the house calls and all that shit, but like I couldn't see myself traveling to niggas' houses and like,
doing the
I'm
house
like,
calls on them.
yeah.
Oh man.
I'm like, fuck that. No, I'm not doing that. So I was in here by myself for 9 months, just steady Eddie. And really for me, it showed me something about people, you know what I'm saying? Like when your hand is forced, like what are you gonna do? And that was the thing I kept telling myself every day, like what are you gonna do? Like you're not in a position to have excuses. And like I wasn't in an excuse position. I had to make some shit happen, and I just
damn, that's a luxury, huh, to be in an excuse position.
I wasn't able to have the excuses of, you know, and then too, I was in a brand new place, and like I had a new landlord, and just, I mean, really, God saying he really worked with me and just allowed me to do what I needed to do, and like, you know, it was a blessing, really, and really, this whole thing has been a blessing to me because through it all, it was like I started getting more clients, nigga, than ever before, because everybody really needed a haircut, and they were just fucking just kept calling and kept coming, and it really turned out to be a blessing, man. Because
wow,
you know, through it all, man, yeah, like I just
especially if a lot of people closing, especially, you know, if everybody's shutting down and everything, it's like who's open.
And they kept calling. I'm like, yeah, I'm here. Just come to the gate, slide in.
Yeah.
circle the block 2 times so I know it's you.
Right. Don't come in here looking like an inspector or no shit like that.
Yeah.
Wow, Mellroz, man, I'm real proud of you, man. That's some serious stuff, man. You know, like I said, You jumped it off, man, right before it went down, man, and you know what I mean. But I'm not surprised, Mellroz. You're that type of guy, man. What do you think, Mellroz? Why are you so driven, bro? Like what people have, fire that's lit inside of them for certain reasons, man. Why are you so driven, bro?
For one, I got kids that are looking at me, and like I'm trying to create a pattern of behavior that I want them to adhere to. So it's like it's
Trying
just
to
one of those
create,
things
is it we say?
that I'm creating. That I'm creating.
Oh, okay.
It's a behavior that I'm creating, and when they look at me, ultimately, I want them to be able to say, even though he had a slow start, he never stopped. And it's like the turtle winning the race. Like, I never quit. I came from some very adverse circumstances, and I never let that be one of the things that, like, my excuse. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I couldn't do it because I was undereducated. I was underfunded. I was undersupported. Like all of those things you got to get by. And then too, I have something to prove to myself when I get up every day. There's a vision that I have of my ultimate self that I'm still trying to capture. So every day when I get up, I got that
Ah,
person in my mind that I'm chasing that guy still. You know what I mean?
right.
So like I haven't reached my pinnacle yet. So that's one of my reasons. And I don't really have too many people to pattern myself after. So I got this idea that I'm searching for the stars that I created. You know what I mean? So that's really my drive. Like I want to become the person who I always dreamt of being.
Wow. So you got that in your mind, huh? It's just it's driving you from the inside. Like I got this expectation that I set for myself, and I'm trying to
Hmm.
get to that. Like you think people
Hmm.
think I'm going after this, and this. I'm still trying to impress myself.
Yeah. I haven't gotten nearly to where I know I could get to. And like I said, and really in the past few years is where I've started to understand that, man, like you deserve good. I came from a place where nobody felt like we deserved anything good. You know what I mean? So all of the good things that are happening to me now, like I embrace that shit. Like that's really for me. You know what I mean? Like my life isn't about shortcomings and all of the things that I was fucking raised to believe through my neighborhood and my friends and my, you know what I'm saying, all the low lives that I used to be around, and it's not just on some friendship, but like you come from a place where niggas will kill your fucking dreams, nigga. Like nigga, your
Oh,
dreams are like like nigga. Are you kidding me? You want to do what? You think you better go get GR. That's what you better do. Like nigga,
man, dream
get some
killers be
food
in
stamp.
full effect, bro. Dream
Yeah,
killers.
yeah.
You almost can't even tell people, man. You just gotta let them see. You gotta let them see you shining, and let them see what the dream was, man. Instead of telling them what it's
Hmm.
gonna be or what it is, because man, that energy in the universe, man, is real, man. That negative shit, man. And if you're not strong enough, man, it'll pull your dreams right out the sky, man.
That's a fact. And that's what one of the things I learned about myself, man. I used to talk too fucking much. I used to tell I used to like one of the things that motivated me was talking about the things that I wanted to do, and that would be the shit that would to inspire me. But now I learned to just shut the fuck up and get to work. You know what I mean? Like, don't tell a nigga shit. Just get it going, man. Like, and
Yeah.
motherfuckers gonna see it later. Like, you don't have to tell people the blueprint. You don't have to tell people the plan because you're gonna find out niggas really are against you. Like you be thinking motherfuckers are with you, they really be against you because of the shit
Right.
that they got going or don't have going in their own life. So when you get to fucking saying all of these fantasies about yourself, nigga, it causes instant like confrontation in spirits. It's a confrontation of spirits instantly when you tell a motherfucker you want to do something. Like,
Wow, man, like touching a soul, man. Like, whoa, wait,
yeah,
whoa, slow
like whoa,
down.
I didn't know I sparked you
Oh
fucking them.
man, you know what I hate? I hate this whole like, oh, I was gonna do that. You say when you say some shit like that's the first thing motherfuckers is like, oh, I was gonna do that. Like really, where well, what stopped you? You know
That
what I
is what
mean?
niggas say. I'm gonna. I
Yeah.
was talking about this. It's so many I'm gonnas, and as a barber, that's all I fucking hear all the time. I'm gonna, man, you ain't gonna do shit, bruh. Like, you ain't, I'm gonna, and my ass ever since I knew you, nigga. Like, you're not gonna do shit. Let's just deal with, let's have real conversations. You're
Look,
not gonna do shit, bro.
right. Let's do this. Let's have. Can I've been knowing you for years now. Can we be honest with each other? Can we have a
Yeah,
real conversation?
you're not gonna do shit. You're not gonna do shit.
It is really real, man. It is really real. Another thing I like about you, Mellroz, is how you can bring your concepts to life. You not only have the idea, but you go through the steps and you bring it alive. Whether it's show concept, whether it's pulling a band into a club, whether it's doing a clothing line, whether it's opening the shop, designing, everything, man. You like really like will conceptualize something and then really bring it to life, man. Do you understand that that's like a unique skill?
I do. I'm learning that I'm a creator. You know what I mean? And part of my existence is creating this. Like I started to learn that the shit that I see in my mind is really the shit that could happen, and it just takes some force behind it. You know what I mean? So, and it's, I'm learning this shit is not as difficult as I once thought it was. It just becomes an action. Like your
Right.
imagination has to become an action, and once you put this shit in action, it becomes something tangible. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, and that's and it doesn't have to be on a grand fucking scale. Like, I didn't have dream when I wanted to do the clothes. I didn't have dreams of being Sean John. I just wanted some fucking shit I could sell to my customers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Right.
I learned how to do it.
Right.
Fuck,
Right. And
fucking
then
got
once you get
heat.
into it, you be like, oh shit, wait, that's all I gotta do?
And then it's like, damn, why don't I just hire somebody else to do this shit? Because I don't really like doing this part of it.
Right. Yeah. You learn that part real quick.
I like designing, not manufacturing. That's
Right.
what I
I'm not
figured out.
sewing anything.
I don't like being the heat press guy.
Right. That's right. Um, what's up with performing, man? I saw you did a show the other night with Ronnie Raw, man. You guys were on the rooftop, man. I wanted to come out there, man, but I didn't get to make it. How was it getting back to the stage after a whole year off?
That shit was like riding a bike, man, and that was it. It was an amazing feeling, and it was one of those self-check moments. Like, you really fucking can do this. Like, it's really natural for you. You know what I mean? Like, and shout out to Ronnie Raw for even putting me on the show, and believing in me and my hosting ability. But the shit was it was super dope, man. The venue was saucy, the vibe was crazy, and like I said, man, I had all of these ideas up until when DJ Count played my song, and then everything else was like, it was like I did the shit yesterday.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
wait, what you mean? You had like a game plan that you thought you was gonna do, but then
I,
your skills just took
you just
over, or
got
what?
the it's just a thing where you're telling yourself in your mind, like, I haven't been on stage in a year, am I still gonna have it? It's, you know what I mean, like all of
Right.
the talk yourself down moments, you know what I mean? And because that was the thing for me, I was like, are you, do they still like you, are they gonna love you, like, man, can you still do this, you know what I mean? Because I'm not by tradition what I would call the a regular comic. Like I didn't study comedy. I rarely write jokes. I just, you know what I mean? I just have this knack of making people happy. And, you know what I mean? That's what I kind of try to focus on, bringing happiness to the situation. So,
Oh shit, you bringing happiness. You're gonna always be safe with that, man.
yeah.
What did you think, Mellroz? How did you even do this, man? Like, like, how did that mic get in your hand that first time and make you really want to try it? Like, I know it didn't just come out of nowhere, right?
I used to be a DJ at G Max Comedy Club at the Hollywood Park Casino.
Okay,
Rodney
wait a
Perry
minute.
used to
Wait,
be
wait
the.
a minute. We got another DJ in the house on Mike Robinson
Uh,
Boulevard.
Now, I wasn't really a DJ though. I had fucking two CD Walkmans, and I would just play the music in between comics. You
Oh,
know what I'm
two
saying?
CD
I,
Walkmans.
yeah, I was the C DJ. That's what niggas call me. I was the C DJ.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh man. Oh, see,
And
look,
then
here we go again, Mellroz,
what up?
bringing a, you had a vision, man, and you just brought it to life, man. No matter what, you know what I mean?
But it wasn't even. I was just like helping out. You know what I
hmm
mean? Like I was just helping out, and that was the role that niggas needed me to play. So I would play that role, and then after the show, I would always go up and imitate the bombing comic. So I had an act called the bombing comic, and I
Oh,
would just basically mimic the motherfuckers that bombed that night. And that's really where the first pack, like, damn, this shit is. I kind of like this. You know what I mean? Like, and that's really where it started. Shout out to Rodney Perry, G Mac, who they put that spark inside of me. It took a long time after that before I actually started doing comedy, but like that's where it really started, the bomb and comic.
wow. So you heard that? I mean, you did that, and you feel like you caught the bug from that?
Yeah, I definitely did. But it wasn't something that like I really explored at the time. I was doing music with G Mac. He had a band called the Polyester Players, and I was just like the rap guy in the group. And then later on, I started my own band, Homegrown. And when we kind of broke up, I still had this desire to be on stage. And I figured that like it would be easier for me to get on stage if I was by myself. And I didn't want to do like music without a band. So I always felt like I was funny. And when I would see, I had a lounge called the Sharon, and I started like hosting these. At first, I was looking for a host, and then I was hiring niggas, and then I'm like, these niggas is practicing just like I would be. So I started doing this
Right,
shit.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, so you said like I might
and
as well host.
I might as well host. Like, why am I giving this nobody ass nigga a chance when I'm the nobody ass nigga that needs the chance? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. True. Facts. Facts. Why would you?
and and that's what I did, man. I started fucking hosting the show. I started kind of learning comedy, watching the comics, and too watching the poets. That's how I got into spoken word, and that's how my muscle got developed.
Mellroz, you do be doing that spoken word too, man. Give me a quick 4 bars right quick, man, or something, man.
She told me that she never leave me. She said, Melrose, believe me, you got my heart won over. And the way she looked bent over had me all fucked up. But this ain't the on your back teller. If I was hitting her swell, it's like Houdini. This one love, one love, one love.
Mellroz, always ready, man. I like it, man. Keep it steady, baby.
Yeah.
So you got the Sharon popping. Now, what is the
hmm
Sharon, man? I have no idea, man. Tell what is the Sharon?
The Sharon was the mecca of. Uh, so first of all, it was in dedication to my mother who passed away. I had this little small barbershop next to what eventually will be the Sharon, and I got this shit like at a steal. It was like a warehouse, probably 3,500 square feet. and I mapped it out to it was a recording studio, lounge, clothing store, and a barbershop. And ultimately, man, I'm pretty much everything that I'm doing now is what I was doing after Sharon. That was the infant stage of it. I wanted to combine for me atmosphere where I could do all the shit that I wanted to do in one place. So if I wanted to fucking entertain, we had the lounge there. I was making clothes, so I had the clothing store there. Of course, I was cutting hair, and then we had the recording studio. And ultimately, man, we started throwing parties, and somebody got shot at one of my parties, and eventually the city shut me down. But the Sharon was the mecca
I
of
mean, that'll
so
do
many
it,
people.
Mellroz.
Yeah,
That'll do
but
it.
it wasn't the fact that a nigga got shot. It was the fact that I had got intertwined with the poetry community, and they pushing that revolutionary shit. And we had a speaker come down that just red flagged everybody in there, and I felt that was the moment where the 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 relationship changed with the city, because when it like it didn't matter what I was doing, nigga, they didn't care up until when they found out that there's some real positive shit happening here. We talking this nigga power rhetoric, nigga. That's when the hammer came down.
Power rhetoric. No, no, no.
It was cool when it was bitches and hoes and we selling liquor and all that. They didn't
Right.
care about that.
Oh, they
They
let you
didn't
get
care
the
about
liquor
that.
off and
Oh,
everything,
nigga.
huh?
I was doing it for 10 years.
The poison.
Nigga.
He's spreading
As long as
poison. It's perfect.
as long as they thought it was that, it was cool. But the very second those fucking speakers start coming and they start sending their fucking spies in, that's when the shit got shut down, really. And then when I say there were spies in there, there were really spies in there. Like it was some COINTELPRO shit, honestly. Like, and I was targeted, and that's really how I got into comedy. Like, I was a more politically conscious dude, and like since then, I don't really share those views that often. You know what I mean? Because there's a price tag to that, and then you realize the people you trying to wake up really don't give a fuck about the shit you talking about. Only people listening is the police.
Mellroz, man, let me tell you, bro. You just gave £1,000,000 a game right there, man, that people that ain't never spoke up don't know, man. And this is a thing, I'm 52. This is a thing, man, I learned a long time ago, Mellroz, 20, 25 years ago, maybe. Like, I'm the person that used to speak up, man. I don't care if it's 100 people, 500 people, 1,000 people. It don't matter, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Always been that guy. Always starting from second grade or whatever. But I learned over time, man, like, nobody cared. And the only person that was getting in trouble all the time was me, man. You know what I
right.
mean? And it was
Yeah,
like, what am I proving, man? Who even cares? So, if you ready to die for this rebel shit, man, if the cause is great enough, man, it's noble, man. But if the cause is not, there's nothing to it, no unification, man, no unity, no strategy, all these things, man, to me, man, it's just like, man, it goes on deaf ears, man. And then
that's a fact.
you end up like not losing your life, but missing out on your life. You know what I mean? On just
Yeah.
enjoying yourself, man, as opposed to the sacrifices you do for the cause, man, when people don't even care sometimes, man, for real. I know, and I don't want them and having certain alphabet agencies and stuff coming around and got your name and all this stuff, man. It's just I've been there, and these
Just
people
whack.
running
Yeah,
off
that
at the
shit's
lip,
whack.
these people running off at the mouth, running off at the lip, thinking they like changing the world and stuff with a post and this and that, man. It's like, man, you don't even know, you don't even get it, bro. This ain't activism.
And really, like, all of the so-called activists are starting to see, like, man, they just using this as a tool to hit chicks. Like, all of that shit was a tool, nigga, for sex.
Yeah. For
You know what I
clout.
mean?
It's
Like,
clout
yeah,
chasing still, bro. It's just different.
yeah. But
For
yeah,
real.
that's ultimately what the Sharon was, man. It was a mecca for a lot, and a lot of people came through there and developed a skill and got into entertainment. And to this day, people like, man, I don't know what I would have done without the Sharon. The Sharon was a place where everybody could use it as a platform. It was an entertainment heaven. We did film festivals, um, fashion shows, nigga, funerals. Like, it was just a
Right.
place where you can come with your idea, and I'm like, yo, let's run it, man. Like, you want to do it, let's do it. You know what I mean? And that's a lot, and that was my whole thing. Run it.
Right.
Everybody know when they ask me, run it. Let's do it. You know what I mean? And that's how I got involved in all of the shit that I'm really doing today. Like,
Well,
it was from the Sharon days.
well, I can attest to that because the night that I met you was a first time meeting you. I had just came back to doing comedy less than 30 days in. And
Mm.
Montage One gave me your information. I came to the club. You put me up on site. Literally, you was knowing me for about 4 minutes and shit. You know what I mean? And you put
Hmm.
me on the show, Mellroz. I never forget it, bro. You know what I mean? And everybody, you can't get that from everybody. You just can't.
That's a fact. I'm a real one.
Is that what it is? Is that what
I'm
they
a
call
real one.
that?
Hey, man, because I mean that's life in a fucking nutshell, man. I just need an opportunity, and when you're in position to provide an opportunity, and it doesn't take anything from you or doesn't cost you anything, like, what the fuck do you look like not given the opportunity? Like, that's sucker shit. I
Yeah.
don't subscribe to that kind of behavior, like. And really, that's what I mean. That's what the sharing was. I would put on anybody, and niggas used to be so mad at me. Like, why would you put him up? I'm like, bro, people saying the same shit about when I put you up.
Yeah, about you.
Like, like
Yeah.
I know you, I know you think you're smashing, but niggas hate when I put you up, bro. So, and I would put up.
I know
So,
you think you're smashing and all. Listen, listen. I know you're taping yourself, man, and you giggle on the way home and everything. You
yeah,
share it with your girl, man, and I know this, man. But they all hate you, and I do it
they
anyway.
all hate you. Yeah, and I give you the chance. So why wouldn't I give Tommy Lee Brooks? And the guy named Tommy Lee Brooks, he was like, he was homeless, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes he would smell, but he had this singing desire, and his singing was terrible. But I love Tommy Lee Brooks because he was a good person, you know what I'm saying? And he would follow the protocol of getting on stage. He would sign the fucking paper and wait his turn, and he would clap for everybody, and you know what I mean? And that's what this shit is all about, man. When we all practicing and learning, let's all do it together. Like, there's no you're better. You're not better than Tommy Lee Brooks because you're in the same position. You know what I mean? Like, you're learning, he's learning, and everybody thinks you both suck. So what's the fucking
Yeah,
difference?
yeah, right. What the hell, Melrose? It's kind of hard to hear you, man. Kind of like seem like.
Can you hear me
Oh,
now? Can you hear me?
oh, that got better. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That got better. That got better.
Okay.
So, okay, so what about you, Melrose? What is who like influenced you? You know what I mean? Like who, every comedian looked up to a comedian that made it click in their mind. Not every comedian, most. Did you have a comedian from childhood or anything that made you say you wanted to do it?
I mean, for me, it would be Rodney Perry because he was the first comedian that I saw up close, not only as a comedian, but as a father, as a friend. And like, I saw what he was doing, and like, I was like, I want to kind of do that shit. And not that I, it would be Rodney Perry. He was the first comedian that I ever had, and probably the only comedian that I ever studied. I watched because I was the DJ. I watched him every night work magic when sometimes it'd be a lively crowd or no crowd or a heckling crowd. I watched him handle and I watched him grow a career from when he started at the Hollywood Park Casino to the person that he's become now. So to me, that's my like legend, the big homie Rodney. That's the only guy that I could say I ever really watched and studied. I'm not the kind of dude that like I don't really watch comedy shows. I don't really watch other comics. As a rapper, like I don't fucking listen to a lot of different rappers because I didn't want to be influenced with they shit. Because when I come around the comedy scene, to me it's like you can tell all these motherfuckers been in the bathtub together. They all smell like the same soap a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh Lord. Oh, I do understand what you're saying there, Mellroz.
you know what I mean? And it's no distant, niggas. I mean, it is what it is. But for me, I always wanted to have a different voice. And one of the ways that I was able to uh, protect my voice and maintain my voice was to like keep it separate. And you know what I'm saying? Like I don't like to like bounce jokes off of motherfuckers. I don't want you punching my shit up for me. None of that. You know what I mean? I
None
just
of
want to.
that.
I don't. None of. I don't want you. Like even in the comedy spots, I don't want you coming up, really even talking to me about how the crowd is. Like, nigga, that's how they were to you. Now I'm gonna
Right.
go do something very different than what you did. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping I get a very different result.
Don't tell me how the crowd is, man. What the hell? What? Do not want to
You
hear it.
fucking yeah, you're trying to discourage me, and I don't want in on that.
Yeah, you don't even
Let
want
me.
none of it.
Yeah. I
Dang,
don't want to
Mel.
get in that bathtub with y'all niggas, man. Let me just. I'm
Yeah,
fresh out the shower. I'm finna go hit them with some
yeah.
happy. I'm happy right now. Don't fucking come over here trying to bring me down, nigga. Like
No, no, no. You don't want no parts of that.
at
Let me
all.
let me ask you a hard question, Melrose. Have you ever have you ever gotten to the point where you wanted to quit?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell me about it. How'd you get there?
Um. It became a thing of where it's like, why am I doing this? This shit is like, it's leading nowhere. It's costing me money uh, and time that I don't really have. It's taking me away from my family. And ultimately, I just didn't know why I was doing it. It was just like I was doing it for really no reason. I had no goal in mind. You know what I'm saying? It was just like I caught a bug, I start fucking with it, and it's like now people are accepting me as a comic. I'm getting booked, but I'm not getting paid, and it just became a thing of like, nigga, I'm out here wasting my time with these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it became a turn off. Like everybody, like these motherfuckers are struggling, dude. Like motherfuckers don't even be having gas money or a way home. Like, what am I doing around these motherfuckers, man? Like, I need to aim higher with my circle of coworkers. And if this is the
Right.
shit that is
I'm
leading
in the
to,
wrong
then
department, huh?
it's really going nowhere for mostly everybody. And what makes me different, I don't know. Because at the end of the day, I was taking money that I made and putting it into the night, and I wasn't getting anything out of it. So that's what kind of made, and really, like for a while, I stopped. I wasn't fucking doing comedy. I was just like, this shit is like stupid. You know what I mean? And shit, shit's stupid.
You just said this is stupid.
This shit is stupid.
This
I'm making people laugh, but it's like
is
it's
stupid,
costing
Melrose.
me. It's I'm going backwards on my day. You know what I'm saying? I started
Man.
off with X amount of dollars in my pocket, and when I get home, there's been a huge subtraction to fucking just come out and like do what? It became a thing like, what are you doing, bro? Like, why, why? Is it you feel the need to be in front of people? Is it an acceptance thing? And I just came to the conclusion like I really had no purpose, and that's really why I stopped.
Wow, man. So you couldn't answer the question. You couldn't give yourself a why, huh? Couldn't come up
There
with
was
it.
no why. And later, it just became something as simple as I like to do it.
Oh, I like to do it.
I like to do it. I like it. I like making people laugh. I like um, uh, being, I don't want to say in control, but having the ability to stand in front of a crowd of people and command the attention and take them wherever I wanted to take them. And that became a thing for me. And I just had to focus on something different. Like, I had to get an end goal. And the end goal ultimately was I want to act, I want to produce, I want to direct. And this just allows me to create content that I see in front of people that they're interested in or they're not interested in. So, you know what I mean? So it was an opportunity for me to run by my creative ideas in front of niggas and see how they respond to it.
Wow, that's all that is, huh?
Yeah,
Man,
because at the end of the day, I still haven't figured out how to make money. You know what I mean? To where it's like it would
real
make
money.
sense for me not yet to do. Like nigga give you $100 or $50. It's like, and nigga told me the other day, like, man, whoa, they gonna give you $50. And I'm
Nigga,
like,
I'ma lose 100 to go get that
bro,
50.
yeah, like nigga, I'm standing right here all day, stuffing 50s in my pocket for shit. Like,
Oh, you want to see what some 50s look like, nigga?
yeah, I'm gonna fucking take a loss going out there, nigga. Like,
Man, I know, man. You know, I have had these nights where, okay, well, see, first of all, Mellroz, I did quit. You know what I mean? I started it in 92. You know what I'm saying? So
mm-hmm.
when it came to 96 ish, I started to like, man, I don't even want to get into the whole thing, but I understand it because I did it. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
am now, I had to find my purpose and shit and try to live through it. And it's like, it's hard, man. It's like, literally, man, I'll be on the freeway at 10:30, 11 at night, about to pull up somewhere, man, and be saying to myself, like, why am I doing it? You know what I mean? Literally, why am I doing this? And
Mm-hmm.
because I know the answer to all my, I know where the pot of gold is, and it is through me creating my own shit, producing my own show, directing my own shit. That's where the
Yeah.
answer is, you know? Everything else is just for like, I don't know, man. Trying to find purpose in it, man, really. So
Yeah.
I wanna connect with the people face to face. I want to get my talents up, my skills up, and everything like that, man. But I know what you mean, man, about the purpose. Like, you gotta have a real purpose, man. And I like it. Isn't always strong enough.
It definitely isn't, and I like it isn't strong enough in life. You know what I mean? It really means not a lot at the end of the day. I like it. It's not a solid reason to invest so much time into something. Like, I think every investment should have some kind of return on it when you fucking dedicating all these hours. Like, you know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers be risking nigga DUIs and all type of shit
Yeah.
in pursuit of nigga laughter. You know what I mean? Like,
Every
and
goddamn
it's a
night.
Yeah, like you gotta. It comes to like, nigga, I'm not even being responsible. Fucking on no level. I'm losing money. I'm putting everything in jeopardy to go out and be amongst motherfuckers who are ultimately struggling in life. Like, why am I in this circle? You know what I'm saying? I should be around some more powerful individuals right now. Like, why am I in this thing? And
Well,
that for me, it was a turnoff. Like, I don't
you,
want to be like these motherfuckers.
you know what, Melrose? There is another part to it. The way I see it is it's like a curse, man. It's like a curse, man. It's like that thing that you felt at the Sharon, right? Everybody don't feel that.
Yeah.
Everybody would live that same moment and not feel it, and it means nothing. That thing that you felt that you like to share with people, man, is like a divine purpose type shit. You know what I mean? It's like we curse with this shit, man, because what people get out of laughter, we get out of making them laugh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so it's like, like, do you live in the purpose or not? You know what I mean? Unfortunately.
I think it's a balance, you know what I'm saying? Like I think it works differently for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Once you learn how to make this shit work for you, then you're green. But as long as you're in that dark hole of this shit is not working for me, then it becomes a place of like, nigga, I'm wasting my time. Like, you gotta really be able to, at the end of the day, look at your loved ones in the face and say, this is why I was out all night. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, this is why I do this. This is my end goal. And most importantly, nigga, you have to manifest the shit that you talking about. You can't just be the motherfucker open micing and standing around in comedy clubs and never getting on and not hitting shit out the park. And you're just like, you're taking up space. And really, you have to start to understand, nigga, this is a tool that I'm using to be away from the motherfuckers in my house. This is why I'm out, because I don't want to be home. I have no
Right.
reason, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to start looking at shit realistically. Like, you're not just like you're not gonna do shit, bro. You're not gonna do a comedy special. You're not going to fucking do 30 minutes. You're probably not gonna even get up tonight. You're just here.
Yeah,
Why are
you're
you
just
just
here.
here?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be where you're supposed to be right now. Because you should be at home if you're not going to be doing anything. You're just out trying to show your face, nigga. Take your ass home, nigga.
Look, man, I have literally done that, bro, where I'd be like, oh, I'm about to just go show my face.
I'm gonna do a walkthrough.
Yeah, I said them exact words. Yeah, walk through, show my face, shake some hands.
Shake some hands. Make sure they still know I'm out here.
Yeah, yeah. Instead of like releasing my film where everybody will know I'm out here. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Or whatever, you know? So it's
Yeah.
weird, man. It's weird, man. It's a grind that it's like it's all for me, man. It's like steps that I'm taking to lead to another place where I don't have to be that guy. You know, whereas every night it is my theater and every night it is my crowd and every night I do have a message for them, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's the day, that's the time, you know. And in the meantime, man, I just stay grinding or whatever. But I'm with you on all what you're saying, Mellroz. Forget about all of that. For real, man. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you, especially an enterprising cat like yourself. You're like, nigga, please.
Like I look at like a Ronnie Raw. Like, I see her ambition, I see her driving, her skill, and all of this shit to a whole nother level. And she's creating opportunity for other people and herself. And she a brand new fucking comic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when you got that kind of drive and like, okay, I see you making it. You know what I mean? I can see you making it. You doing shit. She put on this fucking huge sketch opportunity for like, it was probably like 10 of us. I think we were in the mansion and everybody just filming sketches all day long, full production crew. It was awesome, and I'm like, damn, like nigga, you're really doing some shit out here that people just talk about, and I could see where you're going with it. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing is like, okay, that's inspiring. Now that puts some fire under my ass. Like, okay, I'm not even working hard at what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? Like it's those kind of people that inspire me and move me to the next place. You know what I mean? But you got to be around motherfuckers that's really doing it,
That's
and
doing
not
that,
just
right?
I need gas money niggas. Like
Yeah. Yeah. Let's hook up so you could drive and shit.
yeah, man, you going to Manchester? No, nigga, I'm not.
Right. I live off Sepulveda, nigga. I'm going the other
Yeah,
way.
yeah. I was a nigga. Now all of a sudden I'm going the other way, nigga. No,
Man.
I'm responsible for you.
And I feel like as far as I'm one of the far, I don't know if I'm the farthest, but I drive far, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going home at the end of the night where everybody else already been home. I'm still driving and shit, you know? So I be thinking of all that type shit, man. For real. Cause again, I know all I gotta do is put my own shit out.
Yeah.
That's all.
Work.
That's the answer. You know what I mean? Just like you saying about Rodney Ross. Same. It's the answer, bro. It really is.
Do your own shit.
Right. Do your own shit. One thing I wanted to talk about, Mellroz, is you had a dope podcast going for a while with your boys.
I did.
And it was your two oldest sons, right?
Yes.
Two oldest sons. I thought it was dope, man, because just, you know, seeing that father-son dynamic on the screen and just hearing from week to week, you know, the types of discussions and stuff you guys are having, man, it was real interesting, man. What did you what made you put that together?
Like I said, man, like a lot of what I've been doing for a long time is trying to creating a lane for my kids. You know what I mean? So that was the thing that I felt like they should be involved in. Like now you're into journalism. Like out of nowhere, you're sitting here as journalists. You're able to express your ideas. I try to create the atmosphere where you could think, you know what I mean, and show a lot of people that it's cool to be with your kids, you know what I mean? Talk to your kids about shit that most people don't really talk to their children about. And you know, that's really what it was for me, man. I was just putting them in the lane, you know what I mean? And hoping that they would, you know, stay in it.
Hoping they stay in it, huh?
Yeah. Because, I mean, a lot of times with kids, man, when you just put them into something without walking them from first base to
Yeah.
home plate, they don't understand where they at. You know what I mean? So it becomes this thing of like you almost deserve to be here when really there's a lot of nepotism involved in having you in these atmospheres to where like most people fucking have to go to process. You know what I mean? Like when you don't go through the process and a lot of shit, you don't appreciate
Yeah, man.
even the people that put you there. You know what I
No.
mean? You almost feel like deserving. And you know, for me, like being a
Right, entitled
cat
type
that
shit.
had it's an entitlement thing that like it's fucking deadly, man. Like
Yeah.
I mean, from in my experience, you know what I mean? Like even in just like cutting hair, you know what I mean? Like putting my kids in a barbershop with me and sitting them right next to me and teaching them everything that I know, allowing them to see the game up close and personal. Like it's a fucking advantage and a disadvantage because you'll never know what it's like to grind this shit out from a real barber's perspective. You know what I'm saying? Having to go to a barbershop and be the new nigga in the shop and trying to get clientele and all of this type of shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. So the whole thing with the podcast, I was really putting them in a lane because I think they're smart, interesting, gentlemen, good looking, and you know that's something I think that's a place that I think they should be. And you know, having them with me just made me cooler. You know what
All
I
right,
mean?
that's
Like,
dope. Do you feel like it? Excuse me, Mellroz. Do you feel like it helped you in your parenting at all? Like, you know, because you guys was y'all was talking some real honest type shit, man, that I don't know, was you having them kind of discussions already at home type shit? Or did it
we
open
were.
up?
It opened up some worms too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I think ever since then our relationship hasn't been the same. And I feel like you like it's a how do I put it? You almost allow uh, too honest of a conversation where it's like the boundaries are blurred in the aspect of we're all having this conversation as equals. And that's the thing, like a lot of times when you put people or your kids in a situation where it looks like they're equal, they feel equal, and it's easy to like maybe lose respect and forget who the fuck you talking to. You know what I mean? Like at the end of
Right.
the day, like bro, like tone that down a couple notches and like really respect what's going on. 'Cause a lot of times they don't when you're dealing with your children, they don't understand what's going on when it's happening. They're just
Right.
there for the ride and they're in the car and they're just driving the
They're riding,
radios loud.
not even driving. They're in the car riding and you're driving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're in the back seat and in the passenger seat. They don't even see when you look over your shoulder or when you slow down or how you had to maneuver or how you making decisions, how you reading signs. And they don't even care about none of that. It's just like, you getting me there, you know?
Yeah, or how we even got to this place. Like the most important thing is to understand how did we get here? Why
Right.
are you here? Who are
Right.
you to
Right.
even be here and have the ability to bring us along so easily? Like who the fuck are you? Like I need to start paying more attention to who you are and adhering to some of the things you say because look at where you're putting us off the dribble. You know what I mean? And that's the thing where I learned in that I learned like never to do that again. I would never do that again. As dope as it was, I would never do it again on
You
that kind of
mean
level.
what? Just sort of like sharing of the information between the two, you and them, or even just
Just
putting them in the putting catapulting
putting
them
them
so
in the
much.
position, catapulting them into the position. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Like I
Got you.
watched the episode of Rev Run and Russell Simmons was talking to JoJo, but he was talking to him on a level of like, nigga, you're gonna start in the garage. You're gonna start sweeping up the garage, but know who I am, and you can work your way up to me. Know that I'm your biggest resource. But what you're gonna have to show me is hard work and dedication, and you're gonna have to learn all of this shit from the ground up, as opposed to just putting a nigga in front of the camera and saying, you're live. You're on already because that's almost like a disservice to niggas when
Yeah,
you
it
don't let
is,
them go through the
man.
process.
It is, man. It's a disservice, man. It really is. When they don't, because I just look at like my son, man. Literally every sort of job or opportunity or whatever, it's like I get it or his mom's get it. You know what I mean? It's like the hustle part of the game is like, man, it's a thing that I'm gonna just take responsibility for myself. It's a thing that we did, man. I
Hmm.
think it was born in this idea of wanting them to have everything and not wanting them to suffer and and go through what we had to go through. It was a feeling of like, yeah, I want you not to live that way, so I'm gonna make everything great for you, which is
Right,
easy to do if you try. You know what I mean? It's
right,
easy to like
right.
um keep them all like sheltered and reliant on you and whatever. So I think that shit over time, man, it happened to our whole generation, man. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sure of it, man. When I talk to a lot of parents, dude, they express the same sentiment. Like, man, my kid is tripping on this, or he's acting this kind of way, and I don't fucking understand it because I'm this kind of person. But at the same time, we did take the struggle out of their fucking existence. You know
we
what I'm
took
saying? And
all of it out, bro.
yeah,
All the
yeah,
struggle was gone. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Literally, like,
Like some kids don't even know what it's like, bro, to fucking catch the bus to school or make your way to school by yourself. Like just get to school.
the
Motherfuckers don't even
bus.
understand the, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you don't even
Yeah.
understand the struggle of getting up in the morning and getting to school on your own without
You
somebody waking you up
Yeah, you gotta
and
wake up. What you
getting you
mean?
dressed and like and you gotta for me I had to be at the house nigga sometimes 6:05 in the morning
Oh, come on, man. You gotta, man.
on a 7 block walk to
Oh
the bus
yeah.
stop by 6:30.
Yeah. And you had to get there early because you know that, like, if you get there just a little bit too late, it's gonna be too crowded and they're gonna be passing you up. So then you waiting on the bus, waiting for the buses. It's crazy, man. Man, we have literally, my kids, dude, they school. Man, that shit ain't even 1 mile away. Maybe it's like 1 mile and shit. You know what I mean? Like, literally, I drove them to school and somebody picked them up, man, every day. You know what I mean? Like, what is that?
That luxury,
What is that?
luxury,
It's crazy, man. It's
and
luxury.
and and it's like when you grow up in this kind of system, you don't understand that you're being sheltered. Like when like after school programs, like nigga, you're in an after school program. That's luxury
Yeah.
where you get to stick around and they help you with your homework and you fucking playing games and learning chess and all of this shit. That's luxury. Like reality from where I came up was at 3 o'clock. Now you got to figure out how you're going to get home. Got
Yeah,
to figure
yeah.
this thing out.
And are you gonna
You
have
know what I'm
food
saying?
there? You're not probably not gonna have no items, nigga.
There
Mm-mm.
was no food. I had to fucking cut hair in my room to go to Tam's to get the burger special.
Yeah,
Like,
to get the
man,
burger
I
special.
was living on a work, you don't eat real life system. You know what I mean? Like
Man.
when you come home and it's fucking dinner being cooked and shit's in the cabinets and you know what I mean? Your biggest complaint is nigga dinner's taking too long. Like what's
Yeah, it's
going
taking
on
too
with you guys?
long. Oh, yeah. Or I'm playing my game. I'll be in there when I'm ready. It's like, man, it's crazy, bro. That's how it is, man. We did it, man. So we gotta break the cycle, man. I'm on my son,
Yeah, we
man.
do.
I'm making sure he knows,
But
man.
at the same time, it's almost like it's the blessing and curse because the fact that they didn't go through certain things and they are in certain positions, it's like
You good?
they have a different. Yeah, I'm good. They just got a different approach to their own success. So,
No, that's
um,
true. That's true. Because look, they do well, and you know what, man? Sky's the limit, man. And we don't know where this generation really is gonna go with it. Everybody want to act like it's dire and it's the death of us, but I say it's probably not. You know what I mean? History
mhm.
says it. Like we're gonna take it to new heights, man. With each generation,
And
shit just changing. It's
yeah,
different.
and two, I feel like they have a different like blueprint to pattern themselves after. You know what I mean? Like for me it was I see my sons doing amazing things and I kind of understand why they're doing it and how they're doing it and how they got in position to do such. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
It at the end of the day, it's just like make it. It doesn't matter if you pay homage to the ancestors. It's just it's just make it at this point, man. Like you're
Yeah.
in position, do your thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. And look, man. Let me give my son a shout out too because he's a senior in college right now, about to graduate in 2 weeks, and man, on to his next steps. You know what I mean? And like, I'm really
yeah,
proud because the shit idea, man. Like I think you said something real divine right there, man. Is like, luckily we sheltered them away from some of the shit because the way things are now, they couldn't run it back again, man. They couldn't run back what we was doing. Cameras, surveillance, all this type stuff, man. I mean, so I'm glad that
yeah,
I was able to keep my kids safe and nobody's banging. Um, you know, going to good schools. You know what I mean. Having some ambitions. You know what I mean. So that
yeah.
I am happy about that, man. Really.
And that's I mean for me like raising all boys in the inner city, none of them having been going to jail, none of them haven't gotten anybody pregnant.
Right.
You know what I mean? My oldest son has his own shop. Um, my son, they're just like I couldn't be more proud of the people that they're becoming, and like it's hard to even express sometimes to them. You have to be like the coach on the sideline just cheering them on from afar. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's almost not cool to kiss them on the cheek anymore and
Yeah.
say I love you, and it's just a thing of where like when I remember going into my own manhood and what I thought that meant to like my parents and shit. Like I felt it was something that I didn't understand that I was being or doing to my mom mainly because my pops wasn't really around. So it was a thing of when you get into your adulthood and you're starting to figure that you have shit figured out, you start acting a different kind of way to the people who are trying to help you and protect you. You know what I'm saying? So I understand, a lot of where they're at in life, and I'm just a cheerleader from the sideline, man. Like, I'm just happy that they on the right track, doing the right thing, and like I couldn't be more proud, honestly.
Facts, baby. Facts.
Yeah.
All right, man. I got one more question for you, man. I know it's getting late, man.
It's getting late.
I want to end on a good note, Mellroz, and I got a hard question for you.
I'll
This
give you a hard
is
answer.
a hard question. If you had to name it, what was your best show ever?
My best show ever. I would say my best show ever was the height of I was hosting at the J Spot, which was my like home comedy club, mainly because I got to do what I wanted to do at the J Spot, how I wanted to do it. They gave me a certain kind of freedom. And but there was this one Friday night, I don't remember who was on the show, but it was a time where I felt like everything that I uttered out of my mouth was genius and funny. And when I say genius, it's like a lot of times you can play off the crowd and having the ability to take what somebody says over there and incorporate it instantly into what you're doing to where like it was one of those magical moments where I understood the fucking heckler is your friend. You know what I'm saying? And it
Mm-hmm.
was it, it was like as opposed to fucking shitting on niggas for blurting shit out, you can incorporate them and make them a part of the thing and forget about them and take what, because in comedy, like a joke lives.
Go
So
figure.
you can say something that sparks a thought or a blurt from a motherfucker, and it's like, yo, that's funny. I'm staying with that. What he said, I'm using that. And it was just a night of being able to incorporate everybody. And I forget what night it was, but it was the Friday Night Funny at the J Spot, man, where I was just
Wow.
fucking on fire.
Really?
And that was one of those nights where it was like, I can really fucking do this. Like when I'm sitting back and I'm talking to uh, my mate, my ex-wife at the time, and trying to explain
You said my mate.
what happened.
My bloody mate.
No. My bloody Mike. Hey, but
Nah, go ahead.
it
was trying to
it was
explain
just
to her what?
the magic that was happening, and like I couldn't convey it. It was weird. Like I couldn't. It was like this is what I learned. Uh, my my man told me this. I'll never forget it. And this is the end on. We had this amazing night, right? I mean, the shit was cracking. This is why I was playing with the polyester players. Shit was bananas. Everything went perfectly. It was sold out. It was like the energy was just undeniable. And I went up to G Mac. I said, G Mac, oh my God, this shit is crazy. Like, whoa, oh my God, this is what we've been promoting for and this and that. And he looked at me in my face and he said, it's all an illusion. And he walked away, right? And for years, I didn't understand what he was saying. But this is that night when all of the shit was over and I'm sitting in the J Spot and there's nobody in there now, I realized what he was talking about. It's like the shit never even happened. It's over. That moment is gone. He's like, it's an illusion. And he walked away from it. And that's what the whole shit is like. You can have an amazing whatever that shit is, but when you're sitting in that motherfucker at the end of the night trying to fucking explain to a nigga, it was cracking in here. Like, oh, this shit was crazy. Oh. And you're sitting in the empty club. It's like,
man.
that shit's over, man. It was an illusion. It was like it never happened.
Wow, man. That's so real.
Yeah.
Damn, Mellroz, man. On that note, that's a beautiful story, bro. Man, Mellroz, thanks again, man. I'm glad to get some of these things out, man, because the listeners, man, been tuning in for a long time, and man, they get to hear some of your real deal. You know what I mean? And
hey, man, shout out to everybody that been supporting Mike Robertson, and you know, it's been an amazing journey, and I'm just elated that you're still on the grind doing this shit, and you know, you're one of the doers out there as well, because a lot of people start and stop, and you know what I mean, there's like 4 or 5 years with you of consistently coming on, speaking your mind, doing your research, doing your homework, coming up with ideas, finding guests. That's a whole fucking job. So man, shout out to everybody that still rock with you, man. And you know, shit's dope. You're inspiring me, brother.
I love it, Mellroz. I fucking love it, man. Damn, man. Well, look, let's get to it again, man. Mellroz, like all the time, you know what I mean? You know I be all over the place, man. And sometimes I don't just be thinking about it, but it's all, I always, a million times over, welcome the Mellroz Uncutt joining me, man. At every show, every other show, once a quarter, nigga, once annually, whatever it is, you know what I mean? So
hey, man,
let's just keep it on your mind. Like when you got some shit to get off your chest, let's get to it. You know what I mean?
That's a go, my brother. And I got a new podcast that's starting soon with famed entertainer Harley Dean. We got the Shit Out of Luck podcast. It's going to be
Oh,
really fucking dope. It's
oh,
about sex education, politics, and profit. You know what I mean?
oh.
And yeah, so it's
I love it. I love it,
yeah, it's
man.
just
All
gonna be
right.
it's gonna be
I,
sexy, man.
I can't wait. So you gotta, we gotta do the episode, the launch and all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no
Let me
doubt,
know.
no
Let me
doubt.
know. All right, Mellroz Uncut. I'm gonna let you go, man. Let you get to it, man. One love,
My
man.
man, thanks for
Always.
having me.
Peace to the fam, bam. And I'm gonna see you in a couple days anyway, right?
My man,
Let's do it. Holla.
peace, King. My man.
Peace. Man, oh man, Mr. Mellroz Uncut. That was good, man. Oh, whoever stuck around for that, man, that got good. Mellroz is a real cat, man, for real. He's just a real cat. And man, he's a grinder out here, man. That's why I mess with him. Man, period. And he's got 5 boys, 6 boys now. I'm be losing count, man. But really, man, Mellroz is a grinder out here, man. Look him up, Black Hollywood. He's got his clothing line, cuts hair. He's a bomb barber, and he's gonna start doing shows out of there and everything. So, man, y'all tune in with Mr. Mellroz Uncut. I want to say peace to everybody, man, that was listening. And shit, man, that was pretty fun, man. I miss my man Mellroz, man. I'll take y'all out on the story how I met Mellroz. Man, I had just came back doing comedy in 2013, and I started in January. February, my man Mellroz was doing his own room like he does, and at the family room, and he Montage One knew Mellroz from back in the day and said, "Hey man, go see my boy. He'll put you on." I went down there. Mellroz did not know me from Adam and put me on his show, bro. I got up there. I got busy. I did a good job. I was like, nervous and shit. And he was like, "Oh man, that was pretty good, man." You know what I mean? And it was great, man. It was a good little boost, so that I could perform in front of a real crowd and really just be myself. It was great. So I always look out for Mellroz however I can, and this is just the beginning. All right, I'm gonna check on out of here, y'all, man. I really love y'all, man. Sorry I missed a couple weeks, man. We're gonna keep bringing this on and keep doing it. I got some cool guests, some smart people. I got some authors. Like I told y'all, I got some DJs lined up, still doing early hip hop culture and all that. And we're just gonna keep doing it, man. All right. My name is Mike Boogie. Break it on down.
Open up your door and let me in. If not by the hair, your chinny chin chin. I don't want yours, I want my share.
All right, y'all.
My share
I'm checking out.
My share the cotton nigga's skin is up in. It's enough for everybody. I'm not here for the tick. I know I'm rambunctious, but you made a mistake. I'm trying to get in close proximity to the equate. On my estate, where my waterfall mist evaporates until it get too late to, well, the story. I could go on with it like this, but it would be boring. The